Okay, folks, why am I playing Rumble Roses Double X again? Simple answer. I'm checking on new capture card hardware thing. So I had to play something that I've played before using my old setup so that I could actually see once they're both on YouTube. Once this video's on YouTube, does it look better than what I'd captured before? So I needed to play an Xbox 360 game I've already played. Didn't really think of Bullet Witch and Bionic Commando. I'd have to dig them out. So the options really were this, Dynasty Warriors 7, and Fallout New Vegas. Fallout New Vegas is out because I just recorded a whole bunch of stuff that hasn't been posted yet. So I can't really record anymore right now. Dynasty Warriors 7's out because if I start playing Conquest Mode, people will think I'm getting ready to do an LP of it, and I'm not, and I don't want to disappoint anybody. So it really left me with this game. There you go. Had a big long thing that I did. This is the third attempt to record something. First time through, I recorded Final Fantasy 13-2 because I got that for Christmas. I'm playing around with that a little bit, and it looked gorgeous, but I had no sound, and I was trying to record commentary at the same time on the same setup. Then I decided to record, I was just going to do commentary separately and mix it in later. And I recorded Rumble Roses Double X, and I had a big long explanation of my Christmas and talked about my channel, basically made it a channel update. And that, again, no sound. So I'm using a different setup now, and I'm going to hurry up and get to the point because now I'm getting kind of tired of this. So let's see if I can record and get sound this time. Both the previous efforts looked great, I just don't have any sound. Here's a tag match. Oh, this is tempting. I just did a tag match. I don't think you guys have seen the entrance for the tag team of Rowdy Reiko and Sergeant Clemens. They have a special entrance. Yeah, let's go ahead and show this. I was thinking I really should have used Great Con by herself. I'm on a Great Con kick thanks to Fallout New Vegas. Great Con! I have been playing this game, like you guys see when I play this game. It's always pretty much on camera for some announcement thing. But because of the Great Cons in Fallout New Vegas and the fact that I spent a lot of my last recording session wandering around talking to the Great Cons, I had Great Con on the brain. So I figured I'd show you Great Con as the lead for the Naughty Empire instead of Black Belt Demon, because it affects two things. First of all, Naughty Empires, has been previously established, don't have unique entrants. They just have the generic, the two girls like each other tag team entrance. But which one you select first is the one who's on screen left, and that affects who gets the most ridiculous and over-the-top upskirt shot of all. And since Black Belt Demon can barely be said to be wearing a skirt, it's just a basic big old flagrant panty shot for her. It's not quite as flagrant for Great Con. But Great Con gets to use her weapon if she is the player character's character. If she's just your tag team partner, she's there, you can tag her in, you can play as her, but she doesn't get to bring her weapon to the ring. So now let's see Original Sin's ridiculous entrance. Original Sin. Kinda wish Sergeant Clemens was wearing her default colors. They match when they wear their default colors, so they both have like black leather outfits. Even if Sergeant Clemens is so barely there, it really doesn't matter. Their entrance is retarded, as you are about to see. They ride motorcycles past each other, and it switches to like some kind of anime something. They barely have they have no space whatsoever to get up any speed. Now they teleport to being back in the middle. It's more about style and presentation than about making any kind of sense, obviously. So they're... It still isn't the stupidest tag team entrance in the game. I haven't shown you the one that you get with, I think it's Dr. Anastasia and, what's it, the name of the thing? Oh, they're looking at us, folks. Ooh, Dr. Anastasia, or possibly just Anastasia, and Lady X have an even more ridiculous entrance than that. But we didn't get to see that this time. Okay, I'm going to try to make this quick. I just recorded a video where, as usual, I went on for... it only naturally took like 10 minutes or so. But I took my time with it. I wanted to showcase Great Khan's ridiculous weapon. I just got done showing you this, so this is new to you. I just saw it. She has the ridiculous move that can never connect, where she twirls it around over her head first. Although it was connecting a lot more than you would expect in the last video. Usually, yeah, even if you do it to them from behind, they still manage to block it. Salt to the face! Truly, she is an evil Mongolian heel. Although traditionally, wrestlers with Khan gimmicks are not actually from Mongolia. This doesn't even do that much damage. Considering that she's lighting you on fire, you'd think it would do a lot more. I'm trying to hit Reiko with it to get them to be angry with each other. It's tough to get the these custom tag teams like this, the ones with custom entrances. It's really hard to get them to turn on each other because usually they have really high affinity, except for the custom tag teams that involve a custom tag team of Mrs. Spencer and Candy Cane. Otherwise, well, no, I suppose there's a custom tag team of Benekage, formerly known as Bloody Shadow, and Anastasia that beat each other. Usually the custom tag teams like Naughty Empire have really high affinity. There we go. I'll use her ultimate special finisher. See if we can get the pin. Wow, Roddy Reiko's not even gonna break it up. She didn't give a shit. she don't give a shit. She gangsta. Shut up, Makoto. You don't do anything. There we go. A couple more Rumble Roses bucks for Great Khan. So like I said, yeah, I just got done recording a video where I did all this site update stuff, but the sound didn't work, so screw it. You guys are going to have to make do with this, assuming this works and it goes online. The whole point of this exercise is for me to be able to compare what this video looks like compared to previous videos where I recorded the same game. If you'd like to make comments, I guess I'll do a real brief site update thing just to say, as far as things you'd be interested in that I got over the holidays, you know, I got a pretty good haul, and I took pretty good care of my friends and loved ones, but video game-wise, I got a PS1 translation of a PC game I've been trying to LP, so I might go ahead and try to LP the PS1 version. Some of you may be able to guess what that is. It's a Win95 game I've been trying to get to work and couldn't get to work. I got myself Mass Effect 3 after basically waiting through Christmas to make sure that nobody bought it for me, and then I bought it for myself. I've already said that I intend to play the Mass Effect games, and once I've got this, you know, once I know how this hardware capturing thing I've got set up, once I get it working fairly smoothly, I'll move on to Mass Effect, although I really need to get one of my current LPs knocked out before I can take on anything else. And I want to play Mass Effect 3 offline before I start LPing it, because people start posting spoilers. It doesn't matter how often I tell them not to. People are going to start spoiling the ending of the game, the third game, most likely. Yeah, so, you know, Mass Effect's coming. PS1 translation of Win95 game is coming eventually. I also got the Metal Gear Solid collection, the Metal Gear Solid HD collection, which does not include Metal Gear Solid. It has a bunch of other cool stuff on it. And Boba the Vulture actually got me a game that I will not reveal because we'll be LPing it together. My first fully high-def, truly high-def 1080i LP will be this game I'm going to do together with him. And he got me Final Fantasy 13-2. That brings to the question of RPGs, which has been bouncing around my head. I know my next RTK game is going to be RTK 12. I just don't know when I'm going to do it because it doesn't look like the English patches are being worked on. It looks like nobody's continuing to expand on a free English patch. I think those are as good as they're going to get right now because there were 2 different people working on them, and I believe they've both stopped work. And either I've got them installed wrong or they do not actually translate the game tutorials, and I still don't know a lot of the things that I'd like to understand before I tried to play and have other people watch. Like, once you've used your force's tactics, how do you go about spending resources or research to get another tactic? They don't really know how to do that. It seems like you got them one time per game. You can use a special force tactic, and that's it. I don't think that's the case. Maybe it is. So yeah, but the big thing, is throw in. What do you think I should do for an RPG? The basic choices that are bouncing around in my head, or I could do a. Through emulation, I could do Breath of Fire 3. And in the last video, I called it Breast of Fire 3, which is hilarious Freudian slip, since at that time, I believe on screen was like Rumble Roses, double X boobies, and I could do that. I could do probably Final Fantasy VIII on an emulator, PS1 emulator, or I could do Final Fantasy X-2. I was going to do some other LP of an RPG that didn't involve Yuna. But my big thing was I just didn't want to do Final Fantasy X-2 right away, and now it's been a couple of weeks, maybe even months since I finished Final Fantasy X. And the other possibility that hadn't really occurred to me until I got Final Fantasy 13-2 was I could do an LP of Final Fantasy 13, because I'd like to possibly LP Final Fantasy 13-2 eventually, maybe. I have to do Final Fantasy 13 first. But the big thing is I'm just playing through Final Fantasy 13 -2 while not recording it, because I haven't actually had the pleasure of just playing through a game and not recording it since I started the LP hobby. Or it's very rare for me to actually do that now. I just end up recording everything I'm playing. So there you go. And I wasn't going to do a full site update video in case this doesn't take, but yeah, there's other stuff. I'm trying to work out an LP together with 1 or 2 other folks. Trying to broaden my repertoire. Bobo's got all these hot chicks who LP with him. I don't have any hot chicks lined up, but they're... some other people I might be able to do an LP together with, possibly, at some point down the road. No promises. Anyway, calling it a video here. Let's see what exciting match you guys don't get to see. Because I did a lot of talking after it was over. I should have just kept it on the screen with the Black Belt Demon and Great Khan kind of looking at you wistfully. You do a 3-way royale with cheese. There's always cheese in Rumble Roses Double X. This game is made of cheese. A combination of sex and cheese. Like that episode of Seinfeld where George was like having sex while eating sandwiches. So these are all the exciting matches that I could be having and will not be having. A street fight with Miss Spencer. No, this is not a match. This is where you go buy crap to try to get Xbox achievement points. And I could face Sista A in some kind of ridiculous humiliation match. The biggest humiliation of all is playing this game in front of the world for the entire world to see. Anyway, calling it a video. Next time I do a site, update video, I'm going to try to do something other than Rumble Roses Double X. But I really just needed to see this and compare it to previous site update videos where I'd done it using my other setup. So if you want to comment first and foremost on whether this looks to you noticeably better than previous site update videos. Forget about the content, just the visual quality of the gameplay. It would be really nice to know if that looks better, because if it doesn't, then I dumped a lot of money into this for nothing. Beyond that, throw out your comments on what games you'd like to see, particularly if you are an RPG fan and you want to watch my RPG LPs. Throw out there and let me know which RPG you want to see next. The choices that I've really got in mind right now are Breath of Fire 3, Final Fantasy X-2, Final Fantasy VIII, or Final Fantasy 13. I'm surprised there's that many Final Fantasy games. I was making a point of staying away from those and playing more obscure RPGs when I started this hobby, but those are kind of the ones that are in mind. It's Breath of Fire 3 and then a bunch of Final Fantasies. Any one of those, I'm sure, would be a real pleasure to play. Although Breath of Fire 3 and Final Fantasy VIII would involve a lot of voice acting, and Final Fantasy X-2 or Final Fantasy 13 would involve more of a Mystery Science Theater style, where I just mock what the characters are saying because they're fully voice acted. So if you've been watching my LPs of RPGs for a while, you just have to ask yourself, did I prefer Final Fantasy X to something like Breath of Fire 2? Then yeah, that would be, Breath of Fire 2 is one of my favorite LPs I've ever done. Didn't probably get as much attention as Final Fantasy X, but it was a lot of me doing goofy voices. And Final Fantasy X is basically me trying to Mystery Science Theater a game. Some people absolutely hate that. Some people like it. Either way, folks, throw in your votes. Let your voice be heard. Would you like me to do funny voices and have my voice heard that way or other ways? And first and foremost, above all else, tell me whether this looked better to you, because I'll be able to eyeball it once I've got this on the YouTubes. I can look and compare and see. But it would be nice for have other people's opinions too. I'm gonna cut it off now. I really need to cut it off. I'm Serious JG, thanking you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the future for various things. Bye bye.